Well, if you are planning to get a manicure this weekend, you may want to rethink the gel nail polish. Earlier this week, a European Union ban on an ingredient widely used in many gel nail polishes went into effect, the chemical known as TPO.
Researchers at Duke University painted 10 women's nails with a single coat of nail polish. 10 hours later, they tested their urine. Every single woman tested positive for triphenyl phosphate, a chemical that absorbed through their nails and into their bloodstream in less than a day, not through inhalation, through their nails. While the polish was simply sitting there drying, they sold you a story: beauty, self-care, a Sunday night ritual. Why would you question it? 7 brands made calculated, board-approved decisions about what goes in the bottle you press against your skin every week. Someone at a conference table already knew and decided that was fine. By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 to throw out tonight, the 3 that actually earned your money, and the best-selling polish in America, linked to a chemical banned in children's toys since 2008. Let's count them down, from bad to absolute worst. Number 7. Essie, the salon staple. The brand with the clever names: ballet slippers, Bordeaux, mint candy apple, sold at every drugstore, Target, and nail salon in America for $9 to $11. Owned by L'Oreal since 2010, the most recognizable nail polish brand in the country. The branding is playful and feminine. The formula underneath it is not. Pick up an Essie bottle, any shade, twist off the cap and hold it near your face before you apply a single stroke. That sharp solvent hit, chemical, almost aggressive. That smell is not just aesthetic. Those are volatile organic compounds releasing into the air the moment the bottle opens. You are inhaling them before the brush touches your nail. Apply a coat. That professional finish comes from the solvent system: ethyl acetate, butyl acetate, isopropyl alcohol. As they evaporate during drying, you inhale them. Every molecule that evaporates enters your respiratory tract, but the compound that does not evaporate is the one that matters most. Essie contains dibutyl phthalate, also known as DBP, a plasticizer that keeps nail polish flexible and prevents chipping. DBP is an endocrine disruptor. It mimics estrogen in the body, interferes with hormone signaling. The EU banned dibutyl phthalate from nail polish in 2004, over 20 years ago. The United States has no such ban. DBP continues to appear in American nail polish formulations legally and without mandatory concentration disclosure. Essie also contains tosylamide formaldehyde resin, a synthetic resin used as a film former and adhesion agent, a known allergen and skin sensitizer. The EU restricts its use in nail products in contact with skin and mucous membranes. It remains in Essie formulations sold in American stores. The Duke University study, published in 2015, specifically identified triphenyl phosphate in participants' urine within 10 hours of applying nail polish. TPHP, a plasticizer and flame retardant found in multiple Essie formulations. Your nails are not a barrier. They are a membrane. For teenage girls painting their nails every weekend, absorbing DBP and TPHP through nail membranes and respiratory exposure with every application. For pregnant women who paint their nails because nobody told them to stop, DBP is a reproductive toxin. Animal studies link it to developmental abnormalities. The EU banned it for this reason over 20 years ago. For nail technicians applying Essie 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, occupational exposure at levels that dwarf what a consumer experiences at home. Clever names, banned ingredients, on your nails and in your bloodstream. Essie has been doing this for decades and nobody stopped them, but at least Essie is honest about being a mass market brand. The next brand charges more and calls itself professional. Number 6. OPI, the professional brand, the salon standard, used in nail salons across America, available at Sally Beauty, Ulta, and professional distributors for $10 to $13 per bottle. The brand nail technicians trust. Professional does not mean safe. It means marketed to professionals, that is all. Pick up an OPI bottle, that distinctive flat brush, wide, designed for efficient application. Open it. That chemical smell hits harder than Essie, more concentrated. The solvent system in OPI is robust because professional formulas are engineered to last. Longwear requires more chemistry. More chemistry means more exposure. Apply a coat, rich opaque color in 1 to 2 strokes. That payoff comes from a dense suspension of pigments and resins in a heavy solvent system: nitrocellulose, ethyl acetate, butyl acetate. As the solvents evaporate during application and drying, they carry volatile organic compounds into the air of every room where this is applied. OPI has marketed its formula changes over the years: 3-free, 5-free, removing formaldehyde, toluene, and BP, a genuine improvement. But here is what the marketing does not tell you. Removing 3 chemicals from a formula containing dozens does not make the formula clean. It makes it 3 chemicals cleaner. OP-I still contains T, P, HP in multiple formulations. The same triphenyl phosphate tracked from nail to bloodstream in 10 hours in the Duke University study. OP-Si still contains toxicity formaldehyde resin in some lines, and OP-I still relies on a solvent system releasing volatile organic compounds during every single application. The campaign for Safe Cosmetics tested nail polishes marketed as 3-free and found that 20% of products making that claim still contained the removed chemicals. OP-I was among brands where independent laboratory analysis found discrepancies between marketing claims and formula reality. For salon clients receiving OP-I applications weekly or bi-weekly, cumulative TPHP absorption through nail membranes building with every appointment. For nail technicians applying OP-I to dozens of clients per week in enclosed environments, inhaling volatile organic compounds at occupational levels, consumer testing does not account for. For women who switched to OP-I from cheaper brands believing professional meant cleaner, getting the same TPHP and solvent exposure in a more expensive bottle, professional pricing, consumer-grade chemical exposure, the 3-free claim doing more marketing work than safety work. But at least OP-I tells you what it removed. The next brand tells you nothing and markets the silence as clean. Number 5. Zoya, the brand that built its identity around being the clean alternative. 5-free, 8-free, now 10-free. Every time the industry identified a concerning chemical, Zoya added it to their free-from list and marketed the removal. A loyal following among women, specifically trying to reduce chemical exposure from nail polish. The problem is what 10-free does not cover. Pick up a Zoya bottle, thinner than OP-I, more watery in consistency. Apply a coat. It requires 2 to 3 coats for full opacity on most shades. More coats means more exposure, more applications, more inhalation of volatile compounds with every layer. Zoya 10-free removes formaldehyde resin, toluene, DBP, camphor, TPHP, parabens, xylene, acetone, and ethyl tosylamide. A meaningful list, a genuine effort compared to most conventional polish. But Zoya still contains nitrocellulose, the primary film-forming ingredient in almost all nail polish. During application, nitrocellulose solutions release ethyl acetate and butyl acetate as they dry, respiratory irritants at sustained exposure levels. The EU's Scientific Committee on Consumer Safety has noted that nail technicians exposed to these solvents in enclosed salon environments face documented occupational health risks. Zoya also contains acrylates copolymer in several formulations. Acrylates are a class of compounds associated with contact sensitization and allergic reactions. The EU has flagged acrylates in nail products as a growing cause of occupational allergic contact dermatitis among nail technicians. Acrylate sensitization is cumulative. Once established, it is lifelong. A reaction that develops after months of exposure persists permanently. And Zoya's free-from claims have not been independently verified through third-party laboratory testing published publicly. Self-reported. In an industry where the campaign for Safe Cosmetics found 20% of free-from claims did not hold up to independent testing, self-reported claims without published verification carry a meaningful credibility gap. For women who specifically chose Zoya to reduce chemical exposure, getting acrylate sensitization risk and solvent exposure in a formula marketed as the clean alternative. For nail technicians who switched their salons to Zoya, believing it was safer for occupational use, facing ongoing ethyl acetate and butyl acetate inhalation at levels the EU has flagged for professional exposure. For anyone who trusted the expanding free-from list as genuine safety commitment. Free-from lists without third-party verification are marketing, not safety documentation. Drop a comment if you have been using Zoya thinking the 10-free label meant your nail polish was finally safe. Clean marketing, unverified claims, acrylate sensitization risk the 10-free list does not mention. The next brand does not even try and charges a luxury premium for the silence. Number 4. Dior Vernis. Dior, the luxury house, Vernis nail polish. That iconic bottle, that satisfying weight, $28 to $30 at Sephora and Dior counters. A fashion object as much as a cosmetic. At $30, you expect the formula to reflect the price. It does not. Pick up the Dior Vernis. That cold, satisfying weight of the glass bottle. Twist off the cap. That chemical smell is identical to the $9 Essie on the drugstore shelf. Because the chemistry is largely the same: ethyl acetate, butyl acetate, nitrocellulose. The luxury bottle contains the same solvent and film-forming architecture as every conventional nail polish on this list. You are paying $21 more than Essie for a logo and a heavier bottle. Dior Vernis contains TPHP, the same triphenyl phosphate, tracked from nail to bloodstream in the Duke University study, absorbed through your nail membrane within 10 hours of application. At $30 per bottle, the TPHP does not cost more to absorb. It is the same molecule at the same absorption rate in a more photogenic container. Dior is owned by LVMH, over $86 billion in revenue in 2023. The resources to invest in genuinely clean formulation are not a constraint. The decision not to is deliberate. Clean formulation costs more per unit. It compresses margins. At $30 per bottle, Dior has room to absorb that cost. They choose not to. Dior Vernis also contains tosilamide formaldehyde resin in several shades. The EU restricted sensitizing resin in a luxury nail polish. The EU requires more stringent labeling for nail polish ingredients than the United States. European Dior consumers receive more information about what is in their $30 bottle than American consumers paying the same price. Same brand, same bottle, different disclosure, depending on which government requires it. For women who buy Dior Vernis as a treat, believing price reflects a safer formula, absorbing TPHP through their nail membranes, regardless of the logo on the cap. For fashion-conscious women who invest in luxury cosmetics because quality matters, finding the same chemical architecture as a $9 drugstore polish inside a $30 bottle. For anyone who associates the Dior name with craftsmanship and care, the craftsmanship is in the bottle. The formula is industry standard, $30, the same TPHP as Essie, a heavier bottle. Hit subscribe so you never miss investigations into what luxury brands charge you for, while European consumers get better disclosure. Luxury packaging, drugstore chemistry. The next brand specifically targets children, and the formula is worse. Number 3. Claire's Nail Polish. Claire's, the mall destination for girls aged 8 to 14. Birthday party makeovers, slumber party nail stations. A tween girl's first introduction to nail polish, $3 to $5 per bottle. Accessible to any child with birthday money. Between 2017 and 2019, Claire's recalled makeup products 11 times for asbestos contamination in products marketed to 10-year-old girls. The contamination came from talc in their makeup formulations. Claire's nail polishes use talc as a texturizer in some formulations. Pick up a Claire's nail polish. The bottle is small, designed for small hands. Open it. That solvent smell is immediate and sharp, stronger relative to the volume of the bottle than adult formulations because the bottles are smaller and solvent concentration relative to airspace is higher. Apply it. The formula is thin, inconsistent, requires multiple coats for any opacity, multiple coats on a child, in an enclosed bedroom or bathroom, multiple rounds of volatile organic compound inhalation from a formula not engineered with a child's developing respiratory system in mind. TPHP in children's nail polish is particularly alarming. Children have higher skin surface area to body weight ratios than adults. Absorption of compounds through nail membranes relative to body mass is proportionally greater. The endocrine disruption risk from TPHP is higher in developing bodies than in adult bodies. The EU has flagged children's cosmetics as a priority category for stricter ingredient review. The United States has no heightened ingredient standard for cosmetics marketed to children. None. Claire's also has a documented supply chain failure history. 11 asbestos recalls in 2 years demonstrated that the brand's ingredient sourcing and quality control were insufficient to protect the children their products are designed for. There is no published evidence that nail polish supply chains have been subjected to more rigorous testing than the makeup supply chains that produced those recalls. For parents who buy Claire's nail polish for daughters' birthday parties, unknowingly exposing developing bodies to TPHP and volatile organic compounds at proportionally higher absorption rates than adults face. For 8 to 14-year-old girls who paint their nails weekly as a social activity, building cumulative TPHP exposure during the years when endocrine systems are most vulnerable to disruption. For grandparents who shop at Claire's, believing a brand this widely trusted would never sell something harmful to children. 11 asbestos recalls in 2 years. Trust has a documented history here, designed for children, formulated like an adult product, supply chain history that should terrify any parent. Drop a comment if you have been buying Claire's nail polish for your daughter, thinking the price and the brand were safe choices for a child. Birthday party colors. Endocrine disruptors. 11 recalls. The next brand engineers 14 days of chemical exposure and calls it a miracle. Number 2. Sally Hansen. Miracle Gel. Sally Hansen, the most recognized nail brand in America. Miracle Gel is their flagship at-home gel system. $12 to $15. No UV lamp required. Up to 14 days of wear. Professional results without the salon visit. That 14-day wear is not a miracle. It is chemistry. Pick up the Miracle Gel bottle. That slightly thicker consistency compared to conventional polish. Apply a coat. That self-leveling glossy finish. Apply the top coat. The shine is genuinely impressive. The formula delivers on its promise. What it delivers alongside that promise is the concern. Sally Hansen Miracle Gel contains acrylate monomers, specifically hydroxypropyl methacrylate and other methacrylate compounds. Acrylates are the primary driver of occupational allergic contact dermatitis in nail technicians globally. The EU issued a specific safety opinion in 2020 on acrylate nail products used at home without professional training or ventilation. The opinion noted that consumer use presents a meaningful sensitization risk that professional training helps mitigate. At-home use without training or adequate ventilation removes those mitigating factors entirely. Acrylate sensitization is permanent. Once it develops, it extends beyond nail products to medical adhesives, to dental materials, to contact lens solutions. A nail polish sensitization can complicate future medical and dental procedures for the rest of your life. Miracle Gel also contains TPHP in a formula designed to stay on nails for 14 days. The Duke University study demonstrated absorption within 10 hours of a single conventional polish application. Miracle Gel is engineered to maintain its bond for 336 hours. 336 hours of continuous nail membrane contact, 336 hours of TPHP absorption opportunity for women who switch to Miracle Gel to reduce salon visits and chemical exposure, getting acrylate monomers and 14 days of TPHP exposure in a formula applied without professional training or salon ventilation for women who have developed new allergies or sensitivities after starting Miracle Gel. Acrylate sensitization is the most likely explanation for new reactions to adhesives, medical tape, and contact lens solutions appearing alongside regular use for teenagers using Miracle Gel because 14-day wear is convenient. Developing acrylate sensitization during adolescence creates a lifelong immune response to a compound class present in medical devices they will encounter throughout their lives. 14 days of wear, 14 days of TPHP absorption, permanent acrylate sensitization risk. The #1 brand has known about its formula's dangers for over a decade and fought the people trying to stop it. Number 1. OPI Gel Color. OPI Gel Color, the professional gel standard used in nail salons across America. $45 to $60 for a salon application. The formula behind millions of American manicures every single week and the center of an occupational health crisis the nail industry does not want to discuss. Pick up an OPI Gel Color bottle in a salon. That thick, viscous formula, the LED or UV lamp curing system. Apply a layer, cure it, apply another, cure it again. That rock-hard finish, that extraordinary shine, 3 to 4 week wear. The sensory experience is genuinely superior to anything in conventional polish. The formula creating that experience contains photoinitiators, compounds activated by UV or LED light during curing. During the uncured state, they are reactive chemical compounds in direct contact with your nail and surrounding skin. Skin that absorbs. OPI Gel Color contains HEMA, hydroxyethyl methacrylate, the most common acrylate sensitizer in professional nail products globally. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health has documented that nail technicians working with gel polish systems, including OPI Gel Color, face elevated risk of occupational asthma, contact dermatitis, and acrylate sensitization. A 2021 study in the British Journal of Dermatology found gel nail products were the fastest growing cause of contact allergy in European dermatology clinics. The growth rate was described as alarming. The EU moved to restrict HEMA in professional nail products in 2022. Products containing HEMA above certain thresholds now require professional use restriction and mandatory safety information in Europe. In the United States, HEMA-containing GL polish systems remain available for at-home consumer use. No restriction, no mandatory safety warning, OPI has known about HEMA sensitization risk for years. Industry safety data has been available. OPI participated in professional nail industry trade groups that lobbied against stricter HEMA regulation in the United States, while European regulators acted to protect consumers and salon workers. OPI continued expanding their gel color line throughout this period, for salon clients receiving gel manicures every 2 to 3 weeks, cumulative HEMA and photo initiator exposure building with every appointment, for nail technicians applying OPI gel color to dozens of clients per week in enclosed salon environments, at the center of a documented occupational health crisis, working in conditions where HEMA sensitization is not a risk, but a statistically likely career outcome. For anyone who has developed new allergies, skin reactions, or respiratory symptoms since starting regular gel manicures, HEMA sensitization may be the mechanism. It is permanent, and it extends well beyond nail products. Professional standard, documented occupational health crisis, HEMA sensitization risk the EU restricted, and American regulators allow without a single mandatory warning. OPI gel color didn't just choose profit over safety, they lobbied to make sure nobody could force them to choose differently. Go to your nail cabinet right now. OPI gel color. Sally Hansen, Miracle Gel, Claire's Nail Polish, Dior Vernis, Zoya, OPI Conventional, Essie, every single one built on a solvent system releasing volatile organic compounds during application, most containing TPHP, proven to move from nail to bloodstream within 10 hours. Several containing acrylates that create permanent sensitization, none required by American law to disclose concentrations, none subject to the ingredient restrictions European consumers benefit from. Your nails are not a barrier. The Duke University researchers proved that every week you apply nail polish, you are making a choice about what enters your body. You deserve to make that choice with full information. Right now, you are not getting it. The EU bans or restricts over 1,400 cosmetic ingredients. The United States restricts 11. European nail polish consumers receive mandatory allergen disclosure, HEMA concentration restrictions, and acrylate safety warnings American consumers never see. Same brands, different standards, depending on which government protects its citizens. OPI lobbied against HEMA restrictions, while European regulators acted to protect the nail technicians applying their product every day. They chose wrong. Sally Hansen engineered 336 hours of TPHP absorption and called it a miracle. They chose wrong. Claire's put adult nail polish chemistry on children's nails with a supply chain that had already failed them 11 times. They chose wrong. You choose differently. What shocked you most today? The 10-hour absorption study, the children's formula, the occupational health crisis nobody talks about. Drop a comment, share this with someone who paints their nails every week, thinking the polish is just sitting on the surface. And subscribe so you never miss what this industry does not want you to know. Stay sharp, read those labels, keep rising.